Hello everyone, this is Paul Hart once again, and it's a real pleasure to be able to present to you some more information about school improvement. I thought I would continue some of the information that I've been presenting earlier over the last few months about strategic planning. We're continuing to do some very interesting work at the Wisconsin Association of School Boards on strategic planning, and we're starting to work with some school districts, helping to facilitate some of the strategic planning sessions that I described a few months ago. I thought I would update you a little bit on a presentation that I co-presented with Deb Gerke, who is in charge of board governance training at Wisconsin Association of School Boards. We co-presented a presentation on the key works of school boards, which is an important publication of the National Association of School Boards. We co-presented that at the Wisconsin State Education Convention at the end of January. And I thought if you'll hold on, I'm just going to move the camera just a little bit, and I'm going to show you the model for the key works for school boards, and you can find information about this on the www.nasb.org website, but I'll just quickly highlight that basically over on the right hand side of this model are what we would call the measurable, or the, if you will, the hard kinds of activities of a school board. The setting the standards, for instance, setting up methods of assessing whether the school district is meeting those standards, setting up methods of accountability so that there are consequences, both positive and negative, if the school district is meeting or not meeting its standards. And then alignment here, making sure that everyone in the school district is aligned with the goals and objectives of the district. Now over here on the left-hand side of this diamond model are what we might call the soft things. These are the hard things, and these are the soft things. And these are the things that are harder to measure, but I think many organization development folks would say these are at least as critical, if not more critical, to the success of a successful school board than the hard activities, the standards and the assessment. And these activities are setting a vision for the school district, setting up an approach that involves continuous improvement in the school district, so that there isn't just a feeling of, well, we set our goal, we reached our goal, and now let's just move on to another goal. The idea is to be constantly improving and constantly setting new goals of improvement. Then down here is collaborative partnerships, and then finally establishing a positive climate in the school district. Now, what's interesting about this model is that when we do our strategic planning, we actually support and carry out many of these important key works. So for instance, when we are doing our strategic planning and we're doing our assessment, which is a very, very key phase in the strategic planning process, the use of assessment information, obviously, which is a key part of the key works, is very important. Assessing whether the school district has standards in place to really establish where the school district wants to go. Assessing whether they have accountability methods in place, and assessing whether the quality of alignment in the school district. So really, the whole assessment phase can touch on determining how well the school district is set up in all 8 of those key works areas. Another area which plays out in strategic planning, is the quality of the collaborative partnerships. Now, one of the things that we're really emphasizing in the strategic planning sessions that we're facilitating with our school boards in Wisconsin is being able to set up collaborative partnerships with important stakeholders in the community. And we strongly recommend and really try to get these school boards to bring in key partners from the community, such as businesses, the local newspaper, for instance, service clubs, churches, and other important organizations that help to establish the nature of the community. Well, that's obviously one of the key works as well. So in a sense, the 8 key works, these are not presented in any particular order necessarily. They are simply building blocks, if you will, to setting up an effective school board governance system. The strategic planning process, the 8 or 9 step process that we have established and that I presented in an earlier presentation, is really a process that can be laid on top of the 8 key works. And the 8 key works then can be used as a foundation as one goes through the strategic planning process. So there's very definitely a relationship here, and it's a very complementary relationship between the key works and strategic planning. So I hope this has been interesting to you. I'm going to be posting some more information about strategic planning and about the key works as we get deeper into doing these strategic planning presentations. And I hope to be able to present to you some case studies of some successful strategic planning processes that we're starting to engage in some of the school districts in Wisconsin. So thanks very much for listening, and I'm looking forward to doing another presentation for you soon. Bye now.